And according to a recent report from Sports Illustrated, Shakur Stevenson has now said he is open to fighting Esau Pitbull Cruz as a possible next opponent. This isn't a call out or a signed deal. It's Shakur outlining the type of big matchups that he's interested in, and that distinction matters. What's interesting here to me isn't just the name Pitbull Cruz, is what it says about Shakur's positioning right now in terms of what weight he wants to be at, risk, the fan appeal for the fight, and where he sees the division headed. Esau Cruz represents a very different kind of fight for Shakur. Pressure, heavy, fan friendly. There's some commercial mass appeal, but not necessarily tied to a belt at this point. Shakur also got stripped by the WBC. I made a video on that. Check that on the channel. So the real question isn't if the fight is happening next. The question is what Shakur mentioning Esau Cruz tells us about his strategy, his overall mindset after the Teofimo Lopez win, and how top fighters are balancing trying to make money, legacy, business, and opportunity. These are the things that I want to talk about in this video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, Shakur Stevenson has just mentioned what he would like to do next, right? And I will pull it up on the screen. Sports Illustrated is how I've seen it. A lot of you guys send me the articles, and I appreciate you for that. So Shakur Stevenson reveals who he is eyeing for his next fight, as you guys see. In a recent interview, the new WBO super lightweight champion revealed who he has his eyes on, right? Shakur Stevenson has identified his next possible opponent. After capturing the WBO super lightweight world title last weekend with the dominant performance over Teofimo Lopez, Stevenson has the class of the decision. 28-year-old Stevenson made history, becoming the third youngest four-division world champion in the history of the sport, behind Oscar De La Hoya and, AB, Adrian Broner, who did it at 24. Now the Newark native has his eyes set on the fighter who is referred to as boxing's mini Mike Tyson. This is the part y'all got to pay attention to. During an appearance on Cigar Talk with host Najee Chill, Shakur said he may stick around in the super lightweight division. He also expressed his interest in taking on Mexico's WBC interim champion. Boom. What does that say right here? Esau Pitbull Cruz. Quote, it's about the guys that are most lucrative, and the guys that are most lucrative fights are the guys that I am going to fight, Shakur said. I see Pitbull, Esau Cruz. Pitbull is a guy who is a name in the sport. Honestly, it's a lot of casual fans that love Pitbull. So most of his fan base is the guys that are casual, and they believe that a guy like Pitbull Cruz would be the style to do something with me. Stevenson continued, but he is easy work, end quote. Elsewhere in the interview, Najee said that Shakur took down Lopez. He ranked him as a top 3 pound for pound. When asked if he cares about rankings, Stevenson said that he doesn't pay much attention because the system is too, quote, political. Quote, I don't care no more. At the end of the day, it's a political type of thing. It's politics. If the person likes this other person, they put the guys higher than me. Personally, to go beat T.O. the way I did, with T.O. being a 28-year-old fighter in his prime, and he just dominated against a guy like Arnold Barboza, made him look like food, and then I make him look worse than Arnold Barboza did against him, I'm up there. But I always know it's a list that can be played with, Stevenson said, end quote. The lopsided numbers from Teofimo versus Shakur. And I've already went over those. So Shakur has made it 100% official. He is in the market to fight Esau Pitbull Cruz. Now, I find this funny for a few reasons because Gervonta Tank Davis, you have people in the media who have chastised his overall resume, but we continue to hear and see these types of articles come out where people openly express the want to be made into having fights with people that Gervonta Davis already beat. So I find that funny. How does that work? How can we say, like, you got guys like Paulie Malignaggi who have been quoted saying Tank ain't fight nobody, he needs to beat somebody, and these types of opinions on their podcast. But then Ryan's fighting Barrios. These are two guys Gervonta Davis beat. Shakur just beat Tio, dominant, sensational performance. He's calling out who? Pitbull Cruz, a guy that Gervonta Davis beat. We're hearing Manny Pacquiao wants to fight Rolly. His team, Sean Gibbons, Manny Pacquiao Promotions, said they want to fight Rolly. Who gave Rolly his first loss? Gervonta Davis. So I'm still confused as to how some of you guys are claiming, Tank ain't fought nobody, but everyone else can fight guys like Frank Martin or whatnot, and it's accepted except for when Tank does it. But as far as Shakur and Pitbull, it's a nice fight. I see the lane Shakur is trying to go to. He's trying to get big fights. So he's trying to fight kind of like Floyd Mayweather did, where he would fight a Maidana or a Canelo, a guy with styles that, he would be favored for, but they carry the fan base, a Latino fighter and whatnot. So we'll see what's next for Shakur. I don't know if he goes back to lightweight because, to be honest, why would he? The WBC made it official. I already made a video about it. You can find that video on my channel that the Teofimo Lopez fight cost him the belt. So he's no longer a champion. He's no longer a champion at 135. So what do you do? If you're no longer a champion, you might as well stay at 140. So he's calling out Pitbull Cruz. Me, I would like other guys like Gary Antoine Russell, even the rescheduling of the Frank Martin fight. But I'll save that for a new video. Let me know what you want to see from Shakur. Who do you want to see him fight? Drop that in the comment section. For more daily boxing news, I am the best in the business and it's not even close. So subscribe.